Alright, Shalom. Giving our praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to all my apostles and my elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to every brother preaching the truth throughout the four corners of the earth with truth and sincerity in their hearts. It's the brother Shamari of the Indiana camp coming at you with another lesson. I'll just go right into it. It says, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22, "For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." All right. Now, who is he speaking about when it says my people? It's talking about the Israelites. All right. All right. How long? Go up a little bit. It's how long shall I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. All right. What's the standard? The truth. All right. Psalms 60. Yeah, I think it's Psalm 60. Tells you that it must be displayed because of the truth. You know? How long would you see the standard? 60:4. Thou hast given a banner, Psalms chapter 60, verse 4. Thou hast given a banner to them that fear thee. All right. That it may be displayed because of the truth. So how long will you see the standard? The standard. All right. It says, how long will I see the standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? For my people is foolish. All right, what's the sound of the trumpet, man? The man prophesying, Isaiah 58:1. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions and the house of Jacob their sins. So we out there prophesying. They see the standard, the truth being displayed. They hear the sound of they hear the sound of the voices of the prophets, but they're foolish. They have not known me. All right, so that's the counsel. All right, the Lord resides with His men. Okay, the Lord resides with His men. Let me get Malachi 2:8. 2:7. Okay. Malachi chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips shall keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. All right, because we are the messengers of the Lord. So it says, how long will I see the standard? All right, and hear the how long will I see the standard and hear the truth? Hear the trumpet. Okay, so the priest, the Lord's men are speaking. So then that's the trumpet. But our people are sottish, they're stupid, they're brutish. All right, they do not know the Lord because they don't listen to the men of the Lord. Okay, it says they are foolish. They have not known me. All right, they don't know the statutes, laws, and commandments. They don't care about them. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil. All right, quickly set on mischief. Okay, but to do good they have no knowledge. All right, but to do good, as in keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your abilities, they have no knowledge to do that. And basically, I just wanted to get on how the Israelites don't seek the Lord, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. It should be a shame unto them, but it's not. They're perfectly fine with now seeking the Lord, all right, and not coming to the men of the Lord for counsel. They're perfectly fine with that. That's a very stupid decision. It's wise to do evil. I want to get Jeremiah 2. Jeremiah 2:23, 26. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 26. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed for their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets. All right. All right. It says, as a thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. Okay. When the Lord comes back and he's looking, he's like, what did you do for me during your time of leisure? And you have nothing to say. You're going to be ashamed, just like a thief that gets caught red-handed. All right, this is 27, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back to me, and not their face. All right, but in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. All right, that reminds me of the book of Judges, man. Every time Israel, the people got comfortable, okay, they didn't need the Lord no more. They turned their back on him, and said to a stock, and said to a stone, and said to those vain idols of the other nations that they're their father, adopting the customs of the heathen. All right, they don't seek the counsel of the Lord, and those the same niggas that's here today. Verse 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee? Let them arise, if they can save thee in the time of thine trouble. For according to the number of the cities are their gods, O Judah. So they got as many gods as they got cities. All right. Our precept for this one is Judges 10 and 11. I believe it's 10 and 11, or it's 11 and 13. Let me try 10 and 11. What does that say? There it is. And the children of Israel cried unto the Judges chapter 10, verse 10. It says, and the children of Israel cried unto the Lord, saying, we have sinned against thee, both because we have forsaken our God, and also served by Balaam. All right, and Balaam was an idol. It was that stock and that stone that I just mentioned before. All right, so this backs it up. All right, in verse 11 it says, and the Lord said unto the children of Israel, did not I deliver you from the Egyptians, and from the Amorites, and from the children of Ammon, and from the Philistines, and the Zidonites, and the Amalekites, and the Monites did oppress you, and ye cried to me, and I delivered you out of their hand. Yet ye have forsaken me, and served their God, and served other gods. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. Go and cry unto the gods which ye have chosen, and let them deliver you, in the time of your tribulation. All right, because the Lord helped Israel. Israel got on their feet and they forsook him time and time again, you know. And the Lord told us in his law not to put any God before him, or anything, or any likeness. All right, this is Exodus chapter 20 verse 1. And Yahweh spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thine God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in water under the earth. All right, and you got all these people, all got kind of earthen gods, worship trees, worship things in the water, worship fishes, and it's just bugged out. Worship stars in heaven, you know. And this is Jake here, you know. This is Israelites is doing this. That was the law that, you know, the Lord gave Israelites, and Israelites, you know, forsook it. Israelites just said to hell with the Lord. That's what they're saying through their actions. All right. I had a scripture. Oh yeah, Jeremiah 23. What 23 and 21. All right, this is Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 21. Actually, I started at 20. That's the point. Jeremiah 23 and 20. It says the anger. Okay, yeah, okay, I get 19. All right, it says, oh, okay, I get 18. Jeremiah 23 and 18. For who have stood in the counsel of the Lord and have perceived and heard his word, who hath marked his word and heard it? All right, the answer is no one, man. You know, no one can abide in the wrath of the Lord. And it says, behold, a whirlwind of the Lord is gone forth in fury, even a grievous whirlwind. It shall fall grievously upon the head of the wicked. The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it perfectly. Alright, it says, I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. But if they had stood in my counsel, alright, if they had went to the priests of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, follow what they said, read, follow the law, love the Lord, if they had stood in the Lord's counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned them from their evil way and from the evil of their doings. Alright, because Israel, they go on their own vain opinion, And the Lord said, if you would have stood in my counsel, but now you stand in the counsel with other gods, false idols. The Lord said, I didn't say these words to you, and that goes to churches. All right, all of these churches and all these buildings that people go worship to, all these idols. Cesare Borgia, you got the Mother Mary idol. I want to get Hosea. 4 and 8. This is Hosea chapter 4, verse 12. My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declareth unto them, for the spirit of whoredom hath caused them to err, and they have gone a whoring from under their God. Alright? The spirit of whoredom. Israel is likened to a delicate and comely woman unto Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Alright, so the spirit of whoredoms is idolatry. Worshiping idols instead of worshiping our God. Alright? But I'm going to read it over. It says, my people ask counsel at their stocks, like it just said in Jeremiah the 2nd chapter. They said to a stock, you are my father, and to a stone, It says, and their staff declared unto them. So they're asking their false, the gods of the heathens. They're asking the gods of the heathens, praying to them and worshiping them. Our spirit of, for the spirit of whoredom has caused them to err. They have gone a whoring from under their God. And what's their God? Their right. I think that's in Jeremiah 50 and 7. Alright, it says, all that are 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. Like in Hosea, it said they have left from under their God. That mountain to hill, that means other idols, other religions, other cultures, the customs of the heathens. They have turned them on a mountain to hill. That's all the ways that's not according to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And these false prophets are led them. It says, my people are sheep, like led sheep to the slaughter. You know. Was there another one I wanted to get? There was. I can't think about it right now. Yeah. I think it's Ezekiel. No, it's probably Deuteronomy. Slakia. Bear with me for just a moment while I find the scripture. I didn't have any of this on hand. I didn't have any of these wrote down or anything like that. I just, just dived into it. So Shalakia for not having this prepared to be a little bit more swifter. Okay. I'm looking for Hosea. Hosea 4. Okay. Ezekiel 18 and 15. Just the last one I'm going to get. I'm going to close up with this scripture. Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 15, it says, "They have not eaten up the mountains, neither have lifted up the eyes to the idols of the house of Israel, have not defiled their neighbor's wife, neither have oppressed." That was what I was looking for. That was not what I was looking for. Alright, I'm gonna just close up with the one I just had. What I just have, Jeremiah 50. Reread that over. 50 and 6. Yeah, my people have been lost sheep, because they have been lied to by the beliefs of these fucking idols. Their shepherds, which is their leaders, have caused them to go astray. They have been turned them away on mountains. All right, these different gods, they have gone from mountain to hill, and the teachings of those gods. And it says, and they have forgotten their resting place, which is what? Which is their God. What I just read to you in Jeremiah, 2nd chapter. I think it was Jeremiah. No, it was Hosea 4. 12. It says, "They have gone, my people asked counsel at their stocks, and their staff who unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms hath caused them to err, and they have gone from whore from under their God." That's their resting place. They sacrifice upon the tops of mountains and burn incense upon the hills. All right, the mountains and hills, like we just read in Jeremiah. They sacrifice upon the tops of mountains, all right, the high places. It says, and burn incense upon the hills, under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore, your daughters shall commit whoredom, and their spouses shall commit adultery. All right, they sacrifice from mountain to hill to these different idols, so they're gonna pay for it, man. And I think that's about it. That's everything I had. Until next time, let me look for something. Let me look for one more. I got one in the back of my head that popped up. I think it's yeah, I'm gonna get Leviticus 26 and 30, because this is what's going to happen to these idols that these 2/3 they worship. All right, this is what's going to happen. And this is prophesied in the book of Leviticus 26:28. Then Leviticus chapter 26 verse 28. Then I will walk contrary unto you also in fury, and even I will chastise you 7 times for your sins. And ye shall eat the flesh of your sons and the flesh of your daughters, and ye shall eat. And I will destroy your high places, and cut down your images, and cast your carcasses upon the carcasses of your idols, and my soul shall abhor you. Alright? It says, and I will make your cities waste, and bring your sanctuaries into desolation, and I will not smell savor in your sweet odors. Alright? Because like I said in the 30th verse, it says, and I will destroy your high places, where those mountains and hills that they would go sacrifice to, and cut down your images, alright, the images of these idols, and cast your carcass, your dead body, upon the dead bodies of your idols. And then it said the Lord's soul is going to abhor you. It's going to look at you as lesser, alright. It's going to look down upon you. Alright, the word despise. Despise means to look, D mean down, you know. I just wanted to get that, but with that, I'll just say Shalom. Call Haloi Mihao Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rekakodash Barakatah. Shalom.